Yesterday we spoke a bit about Thy Kingdom Come. Remember, we're working our way through the Lord's Prayer. And we said that yesterday that Thy Kingdom Come is kind of the first petition of the Lord's Prayer, where we're asking God to bring about something in this world. Today we look at Thy Will Be Done. Now this ties in closely with the petition yesterday, when I was inviting us to consider what does it mean for us to be agents of God, to be the children of God that seek to help establish God's kingdom on earth. And we pray in the second petition, as I see it, Thy will be done. So, of course, the question is being greatly begged, what is the will of God? Now, some of you who've been in studies with me or heard me preach on Sundays will often hear me mention Micah 6:8. What does the Lord desire but to do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with God? Now, that, while it comes from Micah, runs throughout all of the great prophetic voices in the Hebrew Testaments, in what we call our Old Testament. Do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. If those three aren't challenging enough, consider what's not listed there. All the brokenness of the world, the desire of vainglory, the be all that you can achieve, to accomplish all that you can accomplish, to bring yourself up at the expense of others. That's not in there. The will of God. Jesus set it in motion beautifully by, again, quoting from the Hebrew Scriptures. Love God and love your neighbor as yourself. Love God, love neighbor as self, do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with God, and I add with one another. That's the will of God in short. So when you pray, Thy will be done, consider whether or not you're really willing to help do the will of God. I think most of us are. And we spend our lives trying to draw a little bit closer to a more full expression of the will of God in our lives. The will of God, do justice, love mercy, walk humbly with your God, love your God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and your neighbor as yourself. That, I believe, is the will of God.